before you do what I think you're about to do, let me give you 3 reasons as to why I decided to get a gas heavy duty truck, and maybe if you're a little open-minded you would consider it too. The number 1 reason was money. So pretty much at the beginning of the year I set out to get a new work truck, and I knew that the new 2019 Ram 2500s, the remodel, was going to come out. So I went to the dealership, and this is for, I'm talking to people that don't have daddy's money or that daddy cosign.
Little Tay here balling in the IA. I dropped 200 racks on this.
This is for people that like just worked their ass off and got their own truck. So I went in there and I was gonna get a 2500 tradesman's with the Cummins. I went to the dealership around March, I want to say, to look for trucks, and the first dealership I went to, they said that they had no trucks in stock yet. I had to pretty much go to a couple dealerships, and the only dealership near me only had 2 trucks, which was pretty much a Bighorn with a Hemi, not mine, this was a different dealership, and they had a tradesman Cummins. So obviously I was not interested at all in a Hemi. I told them no, absolutely not, I'm not interested. I need a Cummins.
Hashtag Cummins Mafia, hashtag Diesel Life, hashtag Green Handle for Life, hashtag Tow Mirrors, hashtag Moose Power, hashtag Roll Coal, hashtag Fuck Your Prius.
Just like any, how would I say this? Any truck person, everybody wants that nice diesel sound, turbo whistling, and it's a Cummins. I get into the interior. I wasn't too worried about the interior because it's a work truck. I was gonna pretty much use it as a work truck, get it dirty, so I didn't really care about the big 12-inch screen or leather seats. I just wanted the most basic interior. And then also, with the money I was going to be saving from getting a Bighorn, a Laramie, or Limited, I was going to lift it, put wheels, wrap it, do pretty much something crazy with the truck. So that's the whole reason I wanted to get a tradesman. 1, because I knew I was going to use it for work, and 2, it was the one that fit in the budget. I was considering a 2018 single cab 2500 Cummins as well, just because I wanted to build this utility bed truck, but then I was like, nah, for the last generation 2500s, every single thing that can be done to that truck has been done. So I was like, I want to get the new one because they're new, nothing has been done. I want to work with companies, I want to pretty much put the newest on there, just like any guy, you know. So the price for the truck was around $42-45 for a tradesman. And so I was like, it's a fair deal, but I had to talk it over. I was like, do I want to go with this? Do I want to go with the new 2020 Chevy? Wait for the new Ford? So I took a little bit of time off and pretty much looked at my options. And then that's when the dealership said if I want, like, this was probably like a couple weeks later, the dealership, obviously they wanted to sell me a truck. So they're like, would you like to test drive one of our trucks? We'll give it to you for a week. And I was like, I wouldn't want a new truck, you know? So I ended up just getting the truck for 3 days. The reason is because they gave us a Hemi. I was so disappointed when I first saw a Hemi. And I was just like, I didn't want this. I want a diesel truck because I'm getting a heavy duty truck.
Check out that 6-liter gas. Bet he wishes he had a Cummins.
And I know, just like what everyone thinks, I'm going to be towing a lot. I'm going to be doing like so much with this truck. So pretty much, first day, I love the interior. It was the 2500 Bighorn. I love the interior. My girlfriend loved the interior. So that was one of the selling points. And then after that, I totally forgot that in these new ones, they have the new 8-speed transmission. So let's just say it was like nothing at all before. The other one had 6-speed and gas was horrible. I remember having a couple company trucks that were Hemis from 2015, and they did such a horrible gas mileage that I wanted my Cummins. But when I was driving this one, it was surprisingly very good on gas, so kind of caught my attention. So time goes by, I started liking the truck, especially the way it drives. Obviously it's the new one, and I really like the interior. So go back to the dealership, we start running numbers. That's when I started to realize a couple things. One, the tradesman with a very basic exterior rims, interior, it was pretty much a base model, just with a really nice engine, a Cummins, which I originally wanted, was the same price as the Bighorn that they had let me drive. Talked it over with my girlfriend. Obviously, for girls, here's the thing that most guys don't realize, because obviously a guy wants a big bad diesel.
Chicks dig that.
And that's kind of like an ego thing. And if you don't want the biggest baddest truck, I don't know what lie you're telling to yourself, because who doesn't want that? But if my girlfriend liked the interior, she could care less about what engine I had, and I could save money on gas. And then pretty much when you buy a Cummins in any truck, it is a $10,000 option. Well, 9,000 something, but that was $9,000 I was saving. Plus, for those who own diesel, you had to have DEF fuel. And I'm strictly talking to people that don't mod their vehicle. They keep it pretty stock. So if you have, get a tuner, get it deleted, but that's another $1,000 they had to throw at the truck. So pretty much start doing the math. I pumped gas maybe once in that truck, and I remember pumping at Costco, and at that time gas was $3 a gallon. I remember I spent almost $70 and the truck got completely filled, and I was getting about 18 to 23 depending on like how spirited I was driving. So I was like, I'm saving money on fuel costs plus saving money out the door. So that's what really got me thinking into like, should I get it or should I stick to being this diehard diesel fan? And for those who say that was the stupidest decision I've ever made because I should have got a diesel, I ask you this. If you lift your truck, if you put big wheels on it, what difference does it make how much you can tow? Because that's pretty much every argument we have, like a Cummins tows more. But if you're doing like exactly what I want to do, get it lifted and put some tires, you ruin the fuel efficiency, you ruin the amount you can tow. Point number 2, I needed a daily driver. I had a Ram 1500 Rebel. Amazing truck, amazing air suspension, loved it and everything. But we purchased a dump trailer that weighs substantially because we take a trash out maybe every 2 weeks. And when I would hook up the dump trailer to the 1500, it would squat and it wouldn't be able to tow the trailer. I hate talking about towing because in the comments I know someone's gonna be like, oh, Chevy or Ford would have towed that easily. That isn't the point. I knew I needed a heavy duty truck for the simple reason that I tow this dump trailer twice every 2 weeks basically. So I knew I needed a heavy duty truck, but I also wanted to keep it on the cheap side. Reason number 3, I wanted something different. I feel like every single Cummins build is exactly the same. Most Cummins builds are pretty much repeats. Very few people, I feel like, touch their engine. Yeah, they get a tune maybe to delete it and roll some coal, but I wanted to do something different. I feel like with this platform, this Hemi, not a lot of people have done modifications or at least put it out on the internet or Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, for the simple reason I feel like they get so much hate for it. Because I knew as soon as I brought this truck home, everyone around me was going to say the same exact thing. you should have got a diesel. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there that do have Hemis that are either embarrassed or shy to say I have a Hemi or I have a gas heavy duty truck, because they should have obviously got a diesel. So what I want to do with this truck is do something different, something I feel like a lot of guys aren't doing, whether it's supercharging it, tuning it, turbocharging it, just doing something different. Obviously for the channel, I want to be able to put out content with this truck. And obviously if I was to do a Cummins, one, tuning it alone would have cost me a lot. To do a simple muffler delete or just for the truck to make noise, I would have to spend a lot. For those that haven't seen my video, I spent $40 to get a muffler delete, and now the truck sounds perfect. Exactly the noise I wanted to make. Not too obnoxious, not too quiet. It's just the perfect amount. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you did stay till the end. Comment below your opinion on what you think of this whole topic: diesel versus gas, heavy duty versus light duty trucks. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one.